Hang on a second. Let's take a listen to the air raid sirens there in Tel Aviv.
They keep booming until they hit it. Like 4 or 5 times. They keep listening.
Basically, we have to come in because Wolverine is here.
All right, it's precisely for reasons just like that. We're going to get Erin McLaughlin back in front of a camera once there's a cessation of those air raid sirens, and we know it's safe to do so. Those air raid sirens have stopped there in Tel Aviv. We're glad you're safe, Erin. So let's get to what I want to ask you, which is what you're hearing about the latest military actions and reports of fighting, specifically near a hospital in Gaza City we're hearing about.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. There was fierce fighting, according to the Palestinian Red Crescent, around the area of the Al-Quds hospital in Gaza City. It's one of the main hospitals in Gaza. According to the Palestinian Red Crescent, there was Israeli artillery fire in the area, intense bombardment, as well as Israeli airstrikes. One of the airstrikes hit a building 50 meters away from the entrance of the hospital, damaging the hospital itself, as well as injuring some of the Palestinians who were taking refuge inside of the hospital. Now, the Israeli military, has not commented on any of that activity today. We had a team on the ground inside Gaza City that tried to reach Al-Quds hospital today. They were unable to do so because of the violence. Instead, though, they went to Al-Shifa hospital, which is the main hospital in Gaza, also site of controversy as the Israeli military alleges that Hamas headquarters are located underneath the Al-Shifa hospital. Our team inside the hospital saw scenes of complete chaos. The hospital absolutely full of patients. The hospital staff is taxed and scared. Take a listen to what one Palestinian doctor had to say to our team.
I saw a lot of people, of children who parent to death. This is tragic. This is catastrophic. At Shifa Hospital, a huge number of casualties, and the bed occupancy are out of control.
As the fighting continues in the northern portion of Gaza, the Israeli military reiterating today its call that Palestinian civilians need to evacuate from the north to the south, creating a 4-hour window today for them to do so, also pointing to over 1 million pamphlets they say they've distributed to Palestinian civilians calling for them to evacuate, as well as pointing to phone calls and SMS messages that have been sent. All of that, however, is difficult given the fact that many of these roadways have been completely bombed. It is still very difficult to move from the north and the south, and it should also be said that Israeli strikes are also happening to the south of Gaza. In fact, overnight, a refugee camp was hit, killing 47 Palestinians. That, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. We have been unable to verify that death toll. Alex?
Got to tell you, though, listening to that doctor, imagine how doctors and nurses are feeling right now, Erin. They're trained to save lives. They have patients, they have children coming in, and they can't do anything. They have no supplies to do it. They're watching children die, as he was describing. Quickly, may I ask you, that air raid siren that we had to delay bringing you on the show for, how often is that happening? What's that like? Are you seeing evidence of anything? Anything dropping? Any kind of explosions anywhere?
Yeah, well, it happened in a matter of seconds. We heard sirens, and then we could see that the Iron Dome had been activated. It's unclear. We understand from an app that people follow here that indicates when rockets, missiles are being fired in the direction of Israel. We understand that a missile was fired toward this direction. We don't know where that missile came from at this hour. It is not an entirely unusual occurrence given the way the war is going. Alex?
Wow, there is an app for incoming missiles. That is extraordinary. Erin, thank you for that.